Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 64 for multi-vendor e-commerce website in Django with ReactJs. From this video, we will start the vendor panel, right? So in the last video, you have seen that we have completed the dashboard, right? Now in this video, we will start the vendor panel. So from the vendor panel, we have a lot of things to do. So first of all, let's take a quick look. So dashboard, products, add product, order, customers, reports, profile, change password, all of these, right? So here these two things, seller or vendor can add the product, see the products. We can also show some metric, like how many products I mean how many products are like published or not published, how many orders, how many customers. So we'll show all of the things, but before this we need to let the vendor register login, then we will come to the dashboard or vendor dashboard, right? So I will do the same thing that we have done in the customer panel, right? So we will take the reference from the our customer register component, then we will do the same thing for the vendor. So here we have the vendor, the same thing. If we let's check the model for the vendor. So we have a vendor model. So we are attaching the user to the vendor, right, with the address, right? So let's start to do this. So this is a customer registration page. Here we are setting the three use state. So error message, a success message, a register form data, right? And then we have a handler, right? So in this input handler, we are updating this array with the spread operator. With the submit handler, we are submitting all of the data to this URL, right? So this is the URL, customer register, right? So and after that, we are registering the data in the database, right? So let's do this. Okay, so let's copy this everything and paste here, and we will say components seller register, right? So seller register here. Okay, so let's say seller. Okay, so we will now we will say seller every time. So seller register. Okay, so we have let's check that first last username email mobile. First last username email, we also need mobile. What we have in the model, in the customer model. Okay, so we have mobile, so let's copy this, right? And then we paste it here. We also need one more thing, profile image, right? We also need the profile image. So here, so this will seller images. We are denoting this vendor, but we in the component we are saying seller, right? So I think we will understand. Okay, so user mobile profile image address seller register. Are we facing any issue? No. Let's migrate this. So py manage dot, first of all let's clear the screen. Py manage dot py make migrations, right? Okay, so it's saying you have to provide something for previous data, right? So what we will do, we'll say null equal to true, because we already have data, so that it is saying we have to provide some default value. So now let's say migrations. So py manage dot py migrate. All right, then py manage dot py run server. Okay, all right, so we have this. Now we will not use the profile image in the register, but we will use in the profile update, right? So user mobile address. So what we need, first name, last name, user, then we also need mobile, we also need address, right? So let's say address. Same thing we will do here. First name, last name, user, email, and everything, right? Here we will say vendor register form data. So first name, last name, username, email, mobile, password, and address. We also need address, right? So address, okay. So everything seems fine. Okay, so we need one more text area. We will say address. Input handler is id address. This is for label, this is for name. Okay, and what we need to do, this should be text area. Okay, and this is not singular tag, so we need to close it. Okay, so name, address, and everything is fine. Else, okay, so here we are. So all fields are required, not all fields are required. All fields are not required. We will require first, last, user, email, mobile, password. Actually all fields are required. Actually all fields are required. Okay, so and this button is, you can see that button is disabled because when we fill something, we need to fill everything in the required field, in the all fields actually. So button will enable if this condition will true. So register form data not equal to empty. Now we will also add here one more thing, address not equal to empty. If this will true, then what it is saying, not button enable. Okay, so we have added the opposite condition. Okay, no problem. So if we fill something here, 1 2 3 1 2 3, here you can see that button is enabled, right? Now when we click on this, it will hit this action, and this action will post this URL. So we need to define this URL. So we'll copy this, okay, and paste it here, and we will say vendor, right, vendor register, right? So for the vendor register, like according to our model, first of all we have to register the user, and from the user we will save the vendor with the user, right? So in the views, sorry, okay, so we'll copy this customer register. Let's check this customer register. Okay, so we'll copy this one. All right, okay, copy. Where is vendor? Now let's check vendor. Okay, so vendor detail, paste here, and we'll say simply vendor register. So this CSRF exempt means we are not checking the CSRF token. Okay, so first name, last name, email, mobile, and address. So for the user, first name, last name, email, username, password, it's okay. Create customer. For the customer we need address also, right? So address, okay, and then we have to say vendor. So vendor.id. Thank you for your registration. You can log in now. Mobile already exists, or whatever we have integrity errors, we will show that, right? So now let's check. So let's open the network tab. Let's say vendor name vendor1, vendor1 vendor1 @gmail.com. Mobile number is something, password is something, test address. Okay, now if I submit this, okay, username already exists. All right, so we'll say vendor 101. Okay, submit. Thank you for registration. Form becomes empty and message, sorry, success message showing. Now if I go to vendors, what is the okay, we need to define the API slash. So we have vendor and user 2, user 95. Let's check in the admin panel. Okay, where is vendor? Vendors, vendor 101, right? This is the, okay, so this is the user also, right? So mobile is this, profile image we didn't set up anything yet, and vendor is registered. Okay, so we have completed one step. Now in the next video we will see how to log in, right? How to implement the login, and after the login we'll come to the dashboard. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and if you need the script of this you need the source code of this project, then you can simply go to the my github.com/code artisan lab, and you can go to the multi-vendor e-commerce and just simply follow the process. I will provide you the access of the source code, right? And don't forget to share and subscribe this channel. One more thing I'm thinking, please suggest me. I'm thinking I will upload all the videos, and day by day one video will publish. Okay, let's forget about that, we will discuss later, right? So yes, in this video we have completed this vendor registration. Little by little we will do more improvement on this project by design, by development, right? And I think I will be regular on this, and I will try to complete this project at least this month, so we can start the next one, because I've discussed in the community that I will start the hotel management in Next.js Django, but I didn't start it. But I will do this. Whatever I will discuss with you, I will definitely do this. Maybe the time for the difference is time variation, but I will try to do as soon as possible. Okay, so please share, subscribe, like this video, like this channel, and please go to github.com/code artisan lab for the source code. Some source code are also free. You can also download the source code, Django source code, from the projectplaza.com. Some are free, some are paid, right? So yeah, and this will be the support for me, right? So thank you so much for watching the video. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.